Let's continue for our second intended learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the learners should be able to explain the importance of disaster preparedness at the family and community levels in reducing the impact of geological and hydrometeorological hazards. Develop a comprehensive family preparedness plan that includes early warning, evacuation, communication, and recovery strategies. Design a community-based disaster risk reduction and management DRRM plan aligned with local government and national disaster response frameworks. Apply knowledge of risk assessment and mitigation to prepare practical measures that address local hazards such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, floods, landslides, and typhoons. Demonstrate teamwork and collaboration in simulating preparedness and response strategies through role-playing or community drills. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to explain the importance of disaster preparedness at the family and community level in reducing the impact of geological and hydrometeorological hazards. Develop a comprehensive family preparedness plan that includes early warning, evacuation, communication, and recovery strategies. Design a community-based disaster risk reduction management plan aligned with local government and national disaster response frameworks. Apply knowledge of risk assessment and mitigation to prepare practical measures that address local hazards such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, floods, landslides, and typhoons. Demonstrate teamwork and collaboration in simulating preparedness and response strategies through role-playing or community drills. The need for preparedness in the Philippines. The Philippines ranks amongst, among the most disaster-prone countries in the world due to its location in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Geological hazards like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, and the typhoon belt. Hydrometeorological hazards like typhoons, floods, and storm surges. Disasters cause loss of life, destruction of infrastructure, disruption of education and work, and economic instability. Preparedness reduces risks, saves lives, and accelerates recovery. Family Preparedness Plan. Families are the first line of defense during disasters. A family preparedness plan typically includes hazard awareness, identify risks in the area, flood prone near a volcano, earthquake fault lines, coastal storm surges, emergency go bag, go kit, essentials, water, food, ready to eat, flashlight, batteries, first aid kit, medicine, face mask, important documents, whistle, and radio. Evacuation and communication plan. Design an evacuation routes and safe meeting points. Ensure all family members know emergency hotlines 911, Pag-asa, PillBox, and LGU DRRM office. Assign responsibilities. Who carries the bag? Who assists children or elderly? Training and drills. Conduct earthquake drills. Dadadak, cover and hold. Practice typhoon and flood evacuation procedures. Recovery strategy. Keep a small amount of emergency savings. Plan how to return to work or school. And restore normal routines after the disaster. Community-based DRRM plan. Preparedness at the barangay or municipal level ensures collective resilience. The plan usually covers risk assessment, mapping hazard-prone areas, flood zones, landslide-prone slopes, coastal areas at risk of storm surges. Using scientific data from Pag-asa for weather, PillBox for geological hazards, and NAMRIA for maps. Prevention and mitigation strategies. Structural measures. Flood control systems, seawalls, evacuation centers, safe building codes. Non-structural measures. Information drives, hazard maps displayed in barangay halls, drills and training. Preparedness and response. Early warning systems, text alerts, sirens, barangay runners, evacuation centers with stockpiles of food, water, medicine, and hygiene supplies. Community volunteers trained in first aid, search and rescue, and relief distribution. recovery and rehabilitation, rebuilding homes with disaster-resilient materials, providing psychosocial support to survivors, livelihood recovery programs for affected families, integration of family and community plans. Families should align with barangay or community DRRM plans. Example, if the barangay designates a school gymnasium as an evacuation center, families should practice going there. Communication networks should be linked. Family members to barangay officials, to municipal DRRMC, to national government agencies. Key takeaways: developing family and community preparedness plans ensures that Filipinos can prepare for, respond to, and recover from disasters effectively. Family plans focus on immediate safety and survival, while community-based DRRM plans emphasize collective action, resource mobilization, and long-term resilience. Practice problems for our Quarter 4 Earth and Space Science Lesson 10. Disaster preparedness and risk reduction. Building family and community resilience in the Philippines. Describe the first steps in creating a family emergency preparedness plan. Discuss how families can assess potential hazards, assign roles to family members, and create a communication strategy. So we're given families need to plan for natural disasters such as typhoons, earthquake, floods, or volcanic eruptions. Required. Outline the first steps in developing an emergency preparedness plan. Solution. Assess potential hazards. Identify the natural disasters that are most likely to occur in the area. For example, floods, earthquakes. Assign roles. Designate specific roles for each family member, such as evacuation leader, communication point person, and emergency kit holder. Create a communication strategy. Develop a system for keeping in touch, such as phone tree or a meeting spot if communication fails. Final answer. A family emergency plan should start with hazard assessment, assigning roles, and developing a communication strategy to ensure quick and coordinated responses in case of an emergency.